Hello, this is Noemi Cavalieri, and this video is for the Annotated Bibliography assignment for the English 353 class. Today I will be presenting 5 books, which have in common the fact that they are all fiction picture books, written and illustrated by Christian authors and artists. Also, all 5 books have concepts and principles presented within, which are godly and of great moral value, and can be applied to different children of different ages. The first book I will present is called The Day the Circus Came to Town. It is written by Melody Carlson and illustrated by Ned Butterfield. It's for ages 9 through 12, and it's a book that talks about a child who lost the opportunity to go to the circus for the first time because of peer pressure. But he received a second chance by no other than the owner of the circus, and ended up sitting down with him at the best seat of the house. This book does a very good job at talking about how peer pressure can push you to miss out on great things in life, but how God can give you second chances, and does give you second chances if you're willing to reconsider it. Now, the images do a very good job in creating tension with the text and represent what the text is saying. The second book I have is called Nighttime is Just Daytime with Your Eyes Closed, written by Mark Lowry and illustrated by Kirsten Mayers. It's a very fun book for ages 4 to 8, and it talks about a mouse who's very hyper and cannot go to bed at night, and so his dad tells him that he can actually go on adventures through dreams at night. And so he does. He goes into adventures, and as he does, he falls asleep. But his dreams are very vivid and very much daytime dreams that he enjoys. Now, this book uses rhymes and very colorful pictures to depict what the text is saying, which is very fun for the children, but at the same time could be too colorful and too busy for children that want to go to bed at night, and so it might defeat the purpose of what the book is for. The third book I have is called All Is Well, The Miracle of Christmas in July. It is written by Frank Peretti and illustrated by Gary Glover. This book is a winner of the Gold Medallion Book Award given by the Evangelical Christian Publishers Association. It's a book that talks about a child who has lost his dad and lives with his mom, and it's very hard for them to make ends meet. But as he decides to help his mom and sell some old Christmas ornaments, he finds within that same box the hope that he needed and the help that he needed. This book is very heartwarming, and it reminds children of how God takes care of his children and how God's love never ends. Now, the illustrations of the book are very wonderful and picture-like. Each picture is very detailed, very big, and it shows the emotions of each character. And so it does a really good job in creating that tension with the text. The fourth book I have is called You've Got a Friend, and it's written by Joni Eareckson Tada and illustrated by Jeff Mayer, ages 9 through 12. And it talks about a child who is paralyzed from the waist down because of an accident, and the story of how he grew apart from his best friend, but God, seeing this, sent 2 angels to help the children come back together as friends and help each other in their needs. And so this book does a very good job at depicting diversity and disability, and how this should not affect your relationships, but how God can use the different areas of your life, even if they seem negative, for a good purpose and for your own benefit and for you to learn. And so this book uses illustrations that create a very good tension with the text. The fifth book I have is called The Merchant and the Thief, a folktale of godly wisdom, and is adapted from an ancient Indian folktale. It is written by Ravi Zacharias and illustrated by Lad Odell, ages 9 through 12. This book talks about a poor person that becomes a thief because he wants wealth, and he decides to steal from a very wealthy merchant all his treasure, but ends up finding the greatest treasure of all, which is God in his life. This book shows how God is so close to you all the time, but it takes you to look in the right place to actually find him. The greatest picture I found is actually the last picture that uses a great deal of warm colors to depict the happiness and the joy that the no longer thief has found because he has God in his life.